Hey, welcome inside of Vizeo. I know you're super excited and you can't wait to get started, but please watch this entire video as it's going to allow you to get familiar with Vizeo and give you like a quick tour around Vizeo to help you get started and help you get up and running fast. So now to log into Vizeo, what you need to do is use the login details that was sent to you automatically. So if you go into your email address that you use to pay through Vizeo, you would have got emailed your login details automatically. So you just simply copy and paste the email and password, and then you could simply click on sign in, and then you'll be taken to this dashboard here where there's a pop-up message which will show a quick start video right here. So that's the video that you're watching, so please do watch the entire video because it's going to give you a good overview of how to go about using the app from A to Z, like creating a human talking avatar in multiple languages, using the template or doing it from a blank template, using the text to speech, using the text to translator. So all that is going to be covered in a condensed version right here to give you everything you need in order to get up and running quickly with Vizeo. Now there is step-by-step tutorials, so there's smaller step-by-step videos if you go onto the YouTube playlist. So as you can see right here on the left, there's training videos. If you click that will open it up in a new tab, and then you can see the step-by-step videos. These are shorter videos covering the main features of the software. So look, you've got a video on here on how to create an avatar using the template. You've got a video on here on how to create an AI avatar video from scratch and using custom image. Basically everything is pretty much there step by step. No stone has been left unturned. So this video is pretty much like an overview video, so you can familiarize yourself with everything and you can understand how things work. So with that being said, let's get started. So on the home page right here you can see your stats of the character usage. You can see the voices generated, available characters depending on your package, the videos generated and the available minutes. And then right here will be the last videos that you've generated from the software. Obviously when you log in it will be blank because obviously it's a fresh account, but when you start creating videos, they'll be shown like this, like a short snippet, here it just shows your usage in terms of your AI avatar, minutes, text to image and so forth. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start creating an AI video. Now as you can see, the interface is very user friendly, super simple to use. There's nothing complicated here because when we built this from the ground up, we had one thing in mind, is making it very user friendly so that anyone, regardless of tech skills or experience, can use it. So what you need to do is click on create AI video, okay, and then you click on create AI video. So I'm going to give this an example. Let me just call this demo for now, and then let's just give this client a name. It's optional. I'll just put something like, I don't know, Pest Ltd. So I'm going to click on create, and then you'll be taken to the video editor where you can use all these functionalities, and I'll go over all of these real quick right now. So on the left hand side you have the templates. So there's so many different templates you can choose from in the featured template section, and there's options where you can save your own template. So once you've edited out the slides that you want and everything, you can then click on save template, and that will be saved into the gallery. So you've got all these different niches to choose from. So whether you're a video agency and you want to offer human spokesperson style videos as a service, so you can sell these human talking videos to other businesses for however much you want. So it could be $300 or $500, is entirely up to you. And you could also use these videos in your own marketing. So whether you're building out a YouTube channel for YouTube automation, because I know a lot of people are making good money with YouTube automation. And the good thing with Vizeo is that, you know, everything is unique, so you won't get penalized when you do create videos with the voiceovers and put it on YouTube. It's gonna bypass all the copyright stuff because everything is pretty much unique. So you can be able to, you know, create as many videos as you want for like your YouTube channel, or whether you're doing your own product course like a membership video, or any promo videos that you're doing for any particular niche that you're in, or any kind of online marketing. You know, Vizeo has you covered in all ways. So let's say, for instance, you know, I've got a client who's a chiropractor, and you know, I want to create a human spokesperson style video for this chiropractor business. So like, you literally click on chiropractor, and then you can select and load all the scenes right here. So you just click one button and it will load all the scenes. If you click it individually like this, you can load any particular individual slide, but I'll just go ahead and click on load all scenes. And if you see right here in the scenes, you can either, you know, you can clone a slide right here and then it would clone. I can even move slides to rearrange where I exactly want it. I can even delete slides if I want to by the delete button. This is just fairly self-explanatory. And then when it comes to changing your avatars, remember there's 26 different stunning avatar characters to choose from, so you can play around with it and see what you know, fits you best. So you got so many, you can move them around. I can move them left, center, to the right. So whichever avatar you want, you can have a good play around with that. But I'll just go with this avatar here, Olivia. And then also you've got options here to, you know, replace that out with an image avatar. You can upload your own image avatar, or you can also use our AI avatar generator, where you basically select different options from the drop down as to how you want your avatar. You click generate, and then after a few moments it will put that custom AI avatar into the slide, which is pretty damn cool. You've also got options to change the face of the avatar. So it's literally as simple as just checking this box here, change the face of the avatar, and then you can upload any image that you want. So say for instance, you know, I want to do this one here I already had before, which is an Angelina Jolie one. So you just simply select it, and then what happens is after the video renders, it's then going to show the face swapped out. So you won't be able to do that on the preview. It's just the nature of how it is. The only thing you can preview here is like the voiceover once you put your text in for the text to speech. But the face swap, you'll be able to see that in action after the video has rendered. Okay, so now you've got full flexibility here to be able to drag and drop different elements. As you can see right here, look, I can move the text wherever I want. You know, I can change the text, you know, to whatever I want. So say, you know, I'm targeting some company called chiropractor in London or something. You know, you can change the text around or whatever you want. You can change the colors right here. I can change the font as well if I want to. There's so many different fonts to choose from. I can even change the size, align it. It's just fairly self-explanatory. I can even add an animation effect as well. So if you click right here from the right, it's going to come from the right. If you click here from the top, it's going to come from the top, and that's pretty much set. I can also add shapes if I want to. You literally just click shapes, and then you can click on any particular shape that you want. As you can see, it comes right here. I can even, like, you know, turn it around, face it on the avatar, change the colors of it. You know, I can get super funky here with the customizations if I want. The sky, your imagination is your only limit here. And obviously if you want to delete a certain element, you just go right here, you click on delete, or you can just undo right here. The undo and redo buttons work, so you can just get rid of those like that. So I'll just delete this out, delete this out. And text here, look, you can add in a title, you know, so like, you know, I've already got a title here. So say if I want to add like a blank slide in, you know, or I can duplicate the same template again. I mean, I can duplicate the same slide again, and what I can do is I can place it here as the second one, and then I can just change this if I want to, you know, to whatever I want, you know. We care for you. You know, you can even yeah, have a blank slide here and even start editing, you know, stuff from a blank slide as well. So you can even add your avatar here. You know, I can add some text in here if I want to. It's just super easy and drag and drop, simple. Hello, my name is Olivia. Change the colors around here. You know, I can make this avatar bigger like that, place it wherever I want. You can also change the background image. So if you've got like a blank slide here, so look, I can even change the background like that. Super simple and very slick. I can even change it as an image. There's Pixabay here, so you can search whatever you want, you know, and it will, you know, you can place that onto the background. You know, it's all royalty free and copyright free. So if I just put, I don't know, something like skies or something like that, something scenic, and then I can even, you know, have this in there. Let me see, let's go with this. So I just kind of crop it to it, and boom, like that, it's done. And then you can just, you know, edit like that, and yeah, it's just as simple as that. You know, you can even upload your own background image. You just gotta upload an image and you're pretty much good to go. You can even add images as well. So if I want to search for some images, you can add image like that, just crop it out, and then, so you can even add images, you know, into the slide. And what I can do is, you see right here where it says center back, so you can have that as the background if you want to, and then have the avatar in front of it. So it's pretty damn cool. I mean, and then you can obviously have that as the background if you want, or an image, and then add text over that. Do you know what I mean? It's just, the possibilities here are just truly endless. You know, the only limit is your imagination, pretty much. So that's pretty damn sweet. You can also add music as well. What we recommend here for the music, for the background music, obviously you don't want it too loud. You just want it noticeable in the background, and at the same time, obviously, the avatar needs to sound loud and clear and come through. So what I recommend is that you put it between, I'd say, about 7 and 9. You know, so it's just noticeable in the background. But obviously, if you don't want your video without any music, then just don't select it. But if you do want it, you know, we've got so many different music tracks to choose from. You just kind of choose what you want here, and then you can kind of preview it here. And then all you got to do is select it. But please do note that you want to keep the volume like, you know, quiet. You don't want to put it all the way. I wouldn't recommend putting it like over 20 and stuff, because then it's just going to be way too loud and it's going to overpower the talking avatar. So it's best just to keep it between 7 and 9, and you should be good to go. So now moving on to the text to speech. You know, you've got the ability to upload your own custom voiceovers. You can either have your own voiceover and sync it into the slide for the human avatar to speak. But here's how the text to speech works. So it's pretty much simple as that. You just need to put in whatever text that you want here, and then you can select your language. So if I just put in some text real quick, and I'm going to take it from the other slide. Just going to copy that just for demonstration purposes. So it's as simple as this. You put your text in here, and then you've got these options here like break, paragraph, sentence, which basically causes like breaks and stuff, so that your avatar can, you know, stop accordingly to however you want. You know what I mean? But generally what I usually do is just use some commas and full stops, and it's pretty much good to go like that. But you can hear right here if you want, like say for instance I don't have no comma here, I can even look like just click on break and say if I want her to pause for 2.5 seconds or a millisecond, then you know that could be done here. I can even emphasize some of the words. So say I want to highlight, you know, healthcare, I can make it strong, so then what the voiceover is going to do is going to emphasize that more. You know, there are so many languages in here, is absolutely phenomenal here. It's just crazy, like so many languages you can make it speak: English, Spanish. But let's say for instance I'll just keep it English for now, and there's all these different actors I can choose from. So let's say I'll just go with Anna. So if you want to preview your voiceover, just click here, this little preview button, or the preview at the top.
Chiropractic care is a natural, non-invasive form of healthcare that focuses on...
And what you can also do here is, you see the speaking speed, you can change it, so you can make it go quicker or you can make it go slower. Now every voice artist here, it's all it's different. So you know, some may speak faster by default or some may speak slower by default, so it all depends on how you want it. You know, so like say for instance I want to choose, you know, Abigail. Let's see how she sounds first.
Chiropractic care is a natural, non-invasive
form. So right now she's sounding too quick. Now if I want to make that slower, all I've got to do is reduce this to the left, about 0.92. Now let's see.
Chiropractic care is a natural, non-invasive form of healthcare that focuses on the spine.
There, now you go. Can you see that made it more normal now? And with the pitch, I don't really play around with the pitch because that will just, it could kind of just make it sound too kind of choppy and stuff. I mean, you can play around with it and test. I usually just leave it as just by default 0. I don't do anything with that. Mainly what I do focus on is just changing the speaking speed to get it how you want, but I just leave these other settings. There will be tutorial videos on, you see, like break, paragraph, sentence, and but there will be separate videos on that. But for now, this is just the overview video, so you can, you know, get started right away. So yeah, there's all these different actors you can choose from, and you can also add subtitles to your videos if you want to. So as the avatar speaks out, it's going to show up with subtitles as well, which is really cool to like boost engagement, I guess. And what you can also do is you can translate this into any language that you want. Now with Vizeo, you can translate from any language to any other language and vice versa. You know, there's just full flexibility here. So say for instance, you know, I want to translate this English text into Spanish. I just click on Spain, then I select the actor Isabella, and now watch, it's just gonna say it all in Spanish.
El cuidado quiropráctico es natural, forma no invasiva de cuidado de la salud que se centra en la columna vertebral y el sistema nervioso.
Yeah, so that's pretty damn cool, and you can also add subtitles right here, so that, you know, flexibility and choice is completely down to you. And also on some of the voice artists, you can change their speaking style. So you'll notice that, say for instance I go to I don't know, so say for instance I go to Sarah, English USA, and look, you can change the speaking style of the voiceover. How freaking cool is that? So you can make her speak angry, cheerful, excited, friendly, hopeful, sad. So many different voices to make it not only natural but give it an emotion, you know. And it's all about conveying, you know, emotions in your marketing, because that's what sells more effectively. And then look, you can click here to preview and see how it sounds.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma, and I'm a chiropractor here to share some information with you about how chiropractic care can help you feel your best.
See, it just sounds so natural, nothing robotic, you know. And also what you can do is add your own custom voiceover. So say for instance you want to create a text to speech, you can assign that, you know, onto this slide. So I'll just show you that real quick. And the good thing here is that everything is autosave, so you don't have to worry about losing your work or anything like that. it's auto saved, and you can always, you know, save this template as well once you're done with all your work, and it would save into the my template section. If I just save this, you know, as Cairo, click save, and then this would appear in your my templates like so. So now going on to the text to voice, so there's two modules here, text to speech, which basically allows you to import any text of the language and then, you know, convert it into a professional stunning voiceover. And then you've got the text translator to speech, which basically means, you know, any sort of text you import in and you can translate it to, you know, any language you want. So let's say, for instance, I go on the text to speech real quick, and then I'll just call this demo. So it's really simple to use this. So you'll basically write in the text that you want here. So I'll real quick just put in, hey, my name is Emma and I love Vizeo. I'm looking forward to creating amazing human talking videos and selling it to local businesses for big profits. So look, if you go right here, you can select the language that you want, and there's so many different ones. You've got English to UK, English to Ireland. There's so many different accents to each language. You know, that's the beauty of this. Look, like you've got Spanish here, but you've got Spanish Chile, Spanish Bolivia, Spanish Colombia. You know, each language has so many different accents and dialects. So say, for instance, you know, I want to use Arabic Qatar. You know, make sure you select the voice actor, and then you've got the neutral AI voices, the custom voices, and the pro voices. So, you know, the neutral AI voices you can select from the list. Language will have voice actors, some maybe more than others, like as you see with the USA, that's going to have way more voice actors there, because obviously, as you know, USA and the UK, English speaking countries, they're the most common. So there's so many different voice artists to choose from here. But it's just amazing being able to have you know, these voiceovers speak in a different dialect. Like if I just put English Singapore here, I don't know, select James and then click on preview. Let's see how it sounds.
Hey, my name is Emma and I love Vizeo. I'm looking forward to creating amazing human talking videos and selling it.
And also one thing to know is that when you go to pro voices, try to use the pro voices more than these neutral voices, because the pro voices sound a bit more better. Obviously, if you got the Vizeo bundle deal or the OTO FastPass, you'd be seeing all this, the pro icons, which means you've got full access to the pro voices as well, which basically sounds a bit more better and natural, and gives you more range of voice artists to choose from. So now say if you want to create a custom voiceover, so literally you just click on create and say I want to assign that to a slide. So look, all the ones that I've created I can see right here. So look, this one I just created, I can see here, and it would let me know when it's done. So I'll just click play. Let's see how it sounds.
Hey, my name is Emma and I love Vizeo. I am looking forward to creating amazing human talking videos and selling it to local businesses for big profits. Hey, my name is Emma and I love Vizeo.
So now what I'm going to do, in order to assign this, all I've got to do is head back into the template. So this demo one was a test one, so you would just, in order to edit it back in, you just click here. And then say I want to assign that voiceover that I created to this slide. I simply click on upload your voiceover, and then, you know, you can assign it right here. You see that? Where Paola, I just click on select.
Hey, my name is Emma.
I click on select, and then that's already assigned for this slide. That's done, and then I can move on to the next. So say for instance you want to use a particular celebrity's voice or something like that. You know, as long as you've got the sample of their voice with no background music or no other sounds in the background, and it's their clear voice. You can upload like the 30-second sample of their voice and then use that to speak out whatever text that you import, which is pretty freaking cool, and it will generate this unique custom voiceover. But please be sure to read the guidelines here when it comes to creating your custom voiceover. It needs to be in MP3 format. It needs to be 30 to 120 seconds. The audio should be clear, so there should be no echo effects or anything like that. And then that custom voiceover would then be distorted into a unique one, which you can then make it, do the text to speech, in whatever that you import, which is pretty cool. Now, I'm not going to go over that because there's videos already, on the playlist which cover that. So you'll be able to see that, in detail later on. And it's pretty much as simple as that to use the text to speech. You just simply input your text right here. You can change the speaking speed. You can either preview it or click to create it, and then it would appear below, where you can also download it. So you see this button right here, you can click to download and then download it and use it however you want there. You could either, whether you've got a video agency where you're, selling voiceover services through sites such as like Fiverr and Upwork, you can do that easily. So it literally takes you to come in here like 10 to 20 seconds to write something in or copy and paste something in. You can even use Chat GPT, to create unique scripts, and paste it in there, spin it, rewrite it, do whatever you want, and then create that voiceover. And then imagine you're selling these voiceovers to people online, like through Fiverr and Upwork, because it's in high demand, especially human talking videos. I mean, as you see in people are charging anywhere from $960 to $1,500 for a human talking video. So imagine you could use Vizeo to create these spokespersons and sell them to these potential clients, because people are always looking for ways to increase their engagement and increase their sales and pull in more customers, and Vizeo will allow them to do that. So now the other powerful thing that you can do with Vizeo is use the text translator to speech. So let me just show you real quick how this works. So you would basically put in anything that you want here, and then you can actually translate it to any language that you want. So let's say I want to convert my English text into a different language, like Italian or Spanish or something like that. I can do that. Just simply copy and paste whatever text that I want here. I'll just have that selected as Italian, and then make sure you select the voice actor for that particular language. Otherwise it won't do it. So make sure, it's very important that whichever translation that you select here, you always select the actor for it, and then you click on translate. So don't miss that step out. And then I'm going to click on translate.
Un chatbot è un programma per computer che utilizza l'intelligenza artificiale, AI, e l'elaborazione del linguaggio naturale.
As you can see, it plays this in Italian. So the text to speech is working perfectly, and I can have this translate in any language that I want, whether that be French, Spanish, whatever you want. It's completely up to you. And the beauty about it is that you can do any language from any other language. It doesn't matter. So say for instance I want to translate that Spanish text into a different language, I can do that. I can even put the Spanish like right into this box here, and let's say I want to translate to English even, it doesn't matter. There's just full flexibility in the AI here. And let's say I click on translate, it's now going to translate this into English for me. So you see right here, I click play.
A chatbot is a computer program that uses artificial intelligence, AI, and natural...
So there you go, you see that? So it converted this Spanish text into English, and and it can do that with all these different actors putting on, different, they've got different obviously accents and stuff. And you can play around with it and choose whatever you fancy here. And obviously any ones that you really like and you want to favorite, you can do that as well. So say for instance I want to have Emily here as one of my favorites, so I've got to save down. I'll just click on this little heart thing, and then when you go to favorites, it's going to be saved as a favorite. So anytime you go back in, you can always use that. So these voiceovers right here, you can either download them and use them for whatever purpose, or you can use them within your videos. Assign that to a particular slide and have the human avatar speak this out with natural lip syncing technology and all of that good stuff. So now going back onto the slide, like as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory to edit. Like I can edit any text I want, I can move around any elements, I can change background images, I can add shapes, I can change the template if I want, or I can go in here, say if I want to add a particular slide from a template, like say I click this limousine one, I'll just click on load slide, and then it would add that in. I can delete slides if I want to, so I can just click on the delete button. Whatever you want to do, there's full flexibility to move things around and all of that good stuff. Yeah, so the final step is obviously rendering your videos. Now all you've got to do is simply click on render, and then it would start rendering right away, as you can see. So as you can see, you'll get this notice as well that will say your video is now rendering and will take up to a maximum of X amount of limits. Now you may be wondering what's it actually mean. So basically, when it says your video will take up to a maximum amount of minutes, that basically takes the upper limit here. But usually what happens is the video renders in half the time. Now with regards to rendering, the rendering times with videos all depend on voiceover length and how many slides you've used. Obviously the shorter the voiceover length, the quicker it would render. So for example, a 35-second voiceover could probably take 7 to 10 minutes to render, but the time of the render is primarily dependent upon the length of the voiceover overall. This is just the nature of how video rendering works. And all the other big softwares out there are actually slower in rendering. Like it would take at least 15 minutes or so to render a 35-second video on average. However, Vizeo is quicker in general in comparison to other apps. So it's just the nature of how it works. I mean, any software out there, even those ones which have an 8 to 9 figure backing, it takes some time to render the video because it's just the nature of the technology of how it is. There's no software out there that will instantly do it. It's actually impossible. So you do have to have a little patience here while the video renders. But the cool thing is that you can work on other things while it's doing that in the background, and Vizeo will save it automatically, and then once the video is rendered, you'll get a notification saying your video is rendered, and then what's going to happen is it's going to appear in your My Gallery section right here, where you can play your human talking video right here.
Las plagas que invaden su hogar pueden ser estresantes y perturbadoras.
Our experienced and licensed professionals use safe and eco-friendly methods to keep your home or business pest-free.
مرحبا، فيزيو رائع، إنه بسيط جدا وسهل الاستخدام.
This was a quick sample that we did a few different languages and stuff, and just kind of played around with it with the numbers, with the subtitles. You can see, look, the subtitle is right here as well. So yeah, I mean, it's just the flexibility and everything is pretty much mind-blowing as to what you can do with that. And obviously you can download your video right here. You just click on download and it will download like so. You can edit it, but when you click on edit, it would go back into the project, and then you can edit it and change whatever you want with it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so this pretty much wraps it up for this quick overview video of Vizeo. Obviously I didn't go into every single feature in detail because this is more of an overview video of how you can go about using video with regards to, you know, creating your first human avatar video in a particular language, and also using the text to speech functions and just getting it all together so you've got the right components and everything. If you want to see step-by-step videos on, you know, each particular element, you can see that right here. Like looking at this YouTube playlist, it shows everything from creating an AI avatar video using a template and you doing it from scratch, editing a completed project, you know, using the text to voice, the custom voiceovers, changing the avatars. Basically everything is pretty much here step by step, but this is pretty much an overview video to help get you started. Obviously if you've got any questions or you're stuck, we do have a support desk, so if you go to helpdesk.vizeo.app, then you can ask any questions and our dedicated customer support team will answer your queries and questions to make sure that you're all good to go. We will be having future live training webinars and stuff like that, so do look out for that, and be sure that you put our emails, you know, into your primary inbox. So if you're using Gmail or something like that, I'm sure it gives you the option to be able to drag our emails and move it into the primary inbox, so that any future emails about any software updates and you know, updates about the avatars and new features and all of that good stuff. Alright, so this wraps it up for this overview video. This is Momia signing out. I'll speak with you real soon, and enjoy Vizeo.